Hello everybody, Arctic here, and welcome to another random Q&A again thing. I'm not sure if you've noticed, but I can't pick an area to set up these videos, so I just pick a random map and make something work. I've had to mute the audio in the game because behind me is a grinder, and I thought everything else here looked great except for the grinder, and ignored all of the bookcases. They're kind of a joke. Anyways, so without further ado, we've got questions from Discord, Twitter, and the comment sections of YouTube. So, let's start. You probably have already answered this question, but what game do you love to play the most? Okay, my favorite game series of all time to date is the Civilization franchise. I love Civilization. I don't know what about the games franchise I love so much. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Just dawned on me I don't have a computer here. Alright, now reading them is much more convincing. Next question. On how many days do you wake up and say, oh wow, I really need to eat a river otter, and then proceed to find and consume one whole? Well, I don't ever eat river otter. I would never ever dream of consuming one of those poor animals whole. Why did the lava fall over? Because it was too hot, of course. Do you like any kind of meat? Not particularly. I mean, there are some things I do miss since I cut meat out, like the Monster Burger from Hardee's and a couple other small things like seafood. But overall, I'm not really missing anything, so I'm not going to say that I like any in particular. Like, I hate steak and stuff like that, and I'm not a big fan of, like, pork chops and all that. So, I'm not really missing a whole lot. If I had 5 euros laying around, would you take them? Is that euros as in the money, or euros as in short for Europeans? Because, like, I could use some free labor. Why is life hard? Because most objects aren't soft. Have you felt the earth? What if my taco is too hot? Blow on it. What if my taco says it wants to go to Mexico and meet his ancestors? Should I tell him to shut up, take it to the circus so people could pay me to see a talking taco, or should I let it go to Mexico? Also, my taco can't walk on its own, so it kind of starts to stink. Do you know of any good taco shampoo? Okay, first off, if you have a talking taco, I would definitely contact someone because that would make you filthy rich. Secondly, taco shampoo, I'm sorry, I don't want to talk about anything on that because I don't know. Did the assassins create fidget spinners, or was it the Templars? Or fidget spinners created both assassins and Templars? Well, given the fact that, the Templars created fidget spinners to use to spy on people, which is why my fidget spinner's no longer on my desk, I would have to, vote on that one. So the Templars did. Did you find Sean Murray's Hopes and Dreams? Why, yes, I did. And they're saved and cataloged in No Man's Sky, a game I need to get back into really bad. I got Super Mario World from 1991 on my 3DS. Why is it so goddamn hard? Well, because games back then were good. Games back then took talent to play, as opposed to modern games that just, appeal to anyone. Why did the door close itself, huh? Why, Jay? Because the door was sentient. And so the door decided that it didn't want to be open and let in a draft. So it closed itself. Would you let me in your house if I'd be like, let's watch Suicide Squad? If you were to come over to watch Suicide Squad, first off you'd have to bring your own copy of the movie. Secondly, I would tell you to leave the copy of the movie on the porch or outside, but you are welcome in, not the movie. This is a non-Suicide Squad house. We don't watch that movie here. What's your favorite YouTuber? Human. What's your favorite TV show? Just kidding. No one watches TV anymore. Actually, you're right. I don't watch TV. But if I were to have to name off my favorite, the last show I watched that I really loved, my favorite of all time would be Scrubs. That was a fantastic show. I also like Adventure Time. Rick and Morty's good. The Flash was good. Mr. Robot is fantastic. But I would have to say that either Scrubs or the original Power Rangers would probably be what I would classify as my favorite show of all time. Can cons kin camp? Can you make a sentence that makes sense? Why did the road cross the chicken? Because the chicken wouldn't move and we had to pave the way. Don't you think mail should deliver citizens a new fidget spinner every week? Well, yeah, but then we'd be spinning that right round. Like, I don't know. I was gonna think of a meme and this just isn't gonna work. Fidget spinners. There, that's the meme. Don't you think fidget spinners should change the currency? I actually think people should trade exclusively in fidget spinners. And like, oh, this is worth half a fidget spinner, and you pull out a knife heated up to 1,000 degrees and cut it in half. And so you can have 1,000-degree knife versus fidget spinner so that you can have half a fidget spinner to buy your taco with. Can you sense that my questions are getting more and more stupid? I don't have to sense anything. I can read them. And yes, they are. How can you live without a house on your back? Turtles and snails will appreciate your answer, so answer responsibly, damn it. I can live without a house on my back because, well, I have a backbone. I don't need a backbone to run through a house. If you look at the anatomy of a turtle, you'd understand that one. But otherwise, I also think that a house would be very heavy to carry around on my horseback. So I think I'd just pass. How do you life when no pizza in mouth? Actually, if you watch the podcast, no, it wasn't in the podcast. It was before the podcast, wasn't it? I was eating a pizza. I don't think I ate the pizza in the podcast. But no, I eat pizza. I eat cheese pizza. Sometimes mushroom and spinach pizza. There's a couple other things like, I have a veggie supreme I like, which is like, green peppers, mushrooms, jalapenos, spinach, stuff like that. It's 2020. A man walks into his house. Suddenly he hears something from outside. He looks out the window. There's Jay hardcore parkouring while on his car with a VR headset on her head. I'm streaming from my gameplay channel, says Jay. The man sees his car being all scratched and the window smashed and the side mirror on the ground. He wants to yell, "Don't worry about it." Jay says, "It's 2020. The man realizes he could not risk telling Jay to stop because she might get offended. It's 2020 after all. The question, what is this bullshit I just wrote? I don't know. It seems like some radical feminist propaganda. Would you rather be trained as an assassin or in Kung Fu? Well, given the fact that assassins would be trained in more than one martial art so that they could be more proficient, I think an assassin would be more proficient in hand-to-hand combat than someone who just knows Kung Fu. So I'm going to go with as an assassin. Can I be a cereal box? Only if you spell it correctly. Would you like to be Jesus? No, because I don't want holes in my hooves. Can I be Jesus? Only if you want holes in your hands. Can I has a hoof? Not if you want to be Jesus. If you were a bee, then would you fly? Why, yes, because I would defy any laws of, aviations, any of those rules, and I would just fly because I am not a meme. I am a pony, and ponies can fly. If you had one thing you could do in life, what would you do? If I had one thing that I could do in life, it would probably be get some sort of way to earn enough income to be able to pay for everything that I would like to get done. Be able to live somewhere with a lot more room than I have, and maybe even be able to help friends out who need stuff done too. So I guess if I could do anything, it would be find a job that would pay buttloads of cash. What is your darkest secret? Find my deviant art and you will know. Sweet Home Alabama or Won't Get Fooled Again. I don't know what Won't Get Fooled Again is, but I know Sweet Home Alabama, so just as default, without looking either of them up, I'm going to go Sweet Home Alabama, even though I don't live in Alabama. Kirk or Picard? That's...
Picard.
Well, I guess you heard that answer from across the warehouse. Picard. Kirk was cool, but I really liked Picard more myself, too. Batman or Robin? Ooh. Like, I liked Tim Drake. I liked Dick Grayson. I liked Jason Todd. But Batman is Batman. I don't really like Damian Wayne. Frick. I'm gonna have to go with Batman, even though, like, I love 3 of the 4 Robins, like, so much. Like, Red Hood, Nightwing, and Tim Drake, all fantastic Robins of their time. All really good characters post-Robin. But Batman, I mean, it's Batman. D's nuts or D's poops? These questions are just too much. I'm gonna go with, I guess D's nuts? I don't know. Well, that has been it for this Q&A. This was kind of fun. This was kind of silly. I had a blast. So if you would like to suggest, if you would like to pose any questions to me, you can either put them in the comment section of this video. I have a Q&A channel on my Discord, which you can find the link in this video, or you can tweet them to me on Twitter. We need a hashtag, but I can't think of one. So, I mean, the video or Discord would be the easiest way, but I can easily grab them from Twitter too. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this. If you liked it, hit that like button. That was a desk. That was my face. If you're new here, hit subscribe. And somehow that landed right there. Blew my desk away, blew the camera away, but left everything else intact, including the nuke.